Hey, Pauper fans, back once again. So we got, this is actually the last round of Swiss. Um, Now at this point, both me and Mathonical were, both 5-0. So really, we were already locked in for top 8, and this match felt much more casual. Uh, so it was a nice change of pace for, just playing the event like we had been. So, we just kind of went with it and just had a good time with it, really. I watched Mathonical's replay videos already, and kind of got a bit of a vibe for what was going on. Um, Caught a few things that I had forgotten about. There was something I thought I screwed up in game 2, which I'll get to in a minute. And I thought I had screwed it up, but actually it looks like I didn't. Looks like I actually kind of played things out correctly. So, if I recall correctly, this hand was a keep, because you go turn 1, either Nettle Sentinel or Birchlow Rangers. Probably Nettle Sentinel is usually the better way. And you just go Birchlow Rangers. If you can hit the second land source, you're golden. If you can't, okay, then you just wait one more turn and go, Priest of Titania or Well-Wisher. Again, not looking to play this super seriously, because we're already a lock at this point. So let's just take it away. And yeah, just open it up with Birchlow Rangers. Now, one other thing too, at this point, I had actually expected to see Boros Monarch, because that's what they had actually been on. But they weren't, so I ended up just kind of going on this. I just ended up doing a quick Distant Melody, and left Timberwatch, and let's go. They got the Midnight Guard, but I was able to just kind of go there pretty hard and fast. Able to cast down everything, play Priest, and start tapping stuff down and get a lot of mana, and go in with the Distant Melody. Got the Longbow, put the Longbow in the Nettle Sentinel, and just start killing the Midnight Guard. Obviously, I couldn't get enough down to, I didn't have another Distant Melody or anything, but I still got in there for the game, because you had enough with Timberwatch Elf. So again, we didn't play it super seriously. We were just looking to have a good time. According to Mathonical, what he was trying to do was not show off a lot of his lines of play in case we faced each other in the finals, which is cool. Obviously, they've probably played against Elves a number of times. However, I believe I haven't watched all of the replays. I was mostly curious about our match here. But it sounded like they played Duxkopf, I believe, in an earlier match. I could be wrong on that, though. So there wasn't, they were able to kind of show it off a little bit. But they've probably played Elves a number of times. However, I've only played against Ralligond a few times, so I didn't really have much experience against it. But what I did bring out was an Elvish Vanguard, and that was really about it. Gleeful Sabotage doesn't do much, because obviously if they've cast Presence of Gond, they've probably already won the game. What I found in one of his hands towards the end here is he actually had some Journey to Nowheres, and I wasn't expecting that. He never actually played them, though, and I'm guessing the reason why, as he put in his thing, he didn't want to expose too much of his game plan, because, again, the win, the loss didn't matter to him. So, Moment's Peace doesn't matter that much, because if they're going in for the attack, then they've probably still got an untapped Midnight Guard, and you're probably still going to die anyway. They're probably still gaining infinite life. They're still probably going to kill you. So what I ended up just bringing in was the Mob Justice as a means to get around the Prismatic Strands, which I expected, because I believe I have seen their list before, and I have seen Prismatic Strands, or I've seen it talked about in this deck. So I expected that, and that was kind of my way to get around that. And I took it away. mold kept this. Just, again, going in for the Well-Wisher game plan, as always. It's not the most efficient, because they can't, they can just trounce me with, the combo if they get it. But at the same time, it's a good way for me to just kind of get in for some extra life gain and such. And hope to survive for a couple turns. And basically what it turned into here was just going in with the Vanguard, going with dudes, going with creatures. And their game plan here was to start, just try and create more dudes and just go there. So obviously, I have the Well-Wishers and gaining a lot of life. And as he put it, it's very grindy. And that's really what it turned into. It just turned into, well, let's sit here twiddling our thumbs, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and just see who can finally draw a combo piece. So my game plan here was I didn't want to just throw my board away just in case I got the Distant Melody or something, but I still wanted to try and get in there for some damage, clear out a bit of their board so I could. So what I was doing was going for the Timberwatch Elf and putting stuff on things. Have a Distant Melody, but I can't cast it here because I don't have a blue source. So I'm just going in, I'm taking out their dudes a little bit at a time, and just trying to get in for damage. Now, obviously, they're using the Presence of the Gods on just tokens, just trying to generate blockers, basically. And the Gleeful Sabotage would have been great here, but, there's only so much you can do. So, I'm just trying to get in there for the damage and do what I can. And they're just going to generate tokens. And this is, again, it's a match where you can, fight the clock a little bit. So, just trying to get in there. When they do that, when they pump out elf tokens, it actually pumps up my Vanguards, so I can start getting in there with my Vanguards as well. I'm not getting in with the other one just yet, but once the, in a turn or two, I'm more than happy to just start tossing the other Vanguard in that mix. Just more than happy to do that. Which, as you can see, that's exactly what I did. Because at this point, I have 9 power on it, so it's just, you're getting in there for 3 dudes. Now, they can only churn out 2 dudes at a time, and I can, go in for 3. It's very slow, it's very grindy, we're both gaining a ridiculous amount of life. And as he put it, I think he put it like this, it's pretty much unwinnable, because, again, they just have to sit there and tap so many times, and there's so many triggers, that there's no way that they're probably realistically going to be able to do hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of life to me, hundreds of damage. But it's not going to stop them from trying. And they're also trying to let me play out my game and see what I can do to get in there and fight them down. So, and my ultimate goal here is going to be is I'm going to try, when I do get the Distant Melody, I'm going to try for Mob Justice. Because they've got, if you can really see their graveyard here, they are sitting on a Prismatic Strands in the yard. And if I recall correctly, they have one in their hand also. I stacked the Benevolent Bodyguards to just keep their Soul Wardens in. And I played Standard Bearer, and it helped a little bit for them. Because now we can only attack with the Vanguards instead, and they can just start actually churning out like a little bit of a, blocker stance, go a little wide. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite help them in every respect here. So now I've got the Sylvan Ranger, and I can go in there for the blue mana for the Distant Melody. And see, what I thought I screwed up here, like really badly thought I screwed up, was first off, I hit the Huntmaster, but I didn't hit like multiple Huntmasters, so I was trying to like go in and dig deep. What I really kind of screwed up here, though, or at least I thought I did at the time, was I really should have played this Longbow first and killed all their dudes. I should have killed their Soul Attendant and killed their Soul Warden. However, it really kind of would not have mattered, because they have the Prismatic Strands, which just stops me dealing any damage. So, and when I saw that, I thought, oh shit, because now I'm like, wait, for every one creature that I'm putting out, they're gaining 2 life. So it almost renders Mob Justice kind of null and void. Because this is where they cast Prismatic Strands, and we just go crazy. So basically, I'm just spewing out my hand, and what I'm doing is I'm actually playing my Birchlore Rangers face down. Now, why am I playing my Birchlore Rangers face down, you may be asking. The reason for that is because I'm expecting even more Prismatic Strands. If I'm seeing more Prismatic Strands and they call green, awesome. Guess what? Face down Birchlore Rangers is not green, it's colorless. So, as a result, even if they cast Prismatic Strands, it's still gonna get in for damage no matter what color they call. They call black, I mean, they could call red. Obviously, I'm playing Mob Justice, so they could do that, but ultimately, they're still gonna get in there for the damage. Not only that, but they also, if I need to, I can stick Viridian Longbow on it and untap them with Kieran Ranger. And so ultimately, they don't draw anything, and they just give me the game for the most part. At the end of this, there's one more turn here, so I think they were just trying to see if they could draw into like a Prismatic Strands or something. But it is Trigger City. Now, I want you guys to know, if you are playing Elves, the #1 thing you need to practice and need to get down is your triggering sequence. You want to make sure you're always yielding to your abilities. Always yes, always yield. In addition, you want to be learning to stack them correctly. Okay, so here, let's say I've got, I think I've mentioned this earlier in another replay, but you say you've got, 2 Nettle Sentinel triggers and you've got 3 Huntmaster triggers. Click the 2 Nettle Sentinel triggers, because if you click the Huntmaster triggers, you'll have to click 3 Huntmaster triggers for it to auto stack, versus 2 Nettle Sentinel triggers to auto stack. And when you're doing that, 30, 40 times in a match, then obviously sometimes more than that, it really, really starts to add up. So you just want to be careful with that, and you really want to make sure you're learning and doing it the right way. I know I've seen other people do it where they go, hey, I've got 4 Huntmasters and 1 Nettle Sentinel, but I'm going to tap down all of my Huntmasters first. And the thing that really sucked about this game is, in my deck, I had both of my Huntmasters in 3 more cards. So their game plan was try and kill me before I hit 3. Now, what I did here, because I think I went a little too quick there, during their upkeep, I went and used my Viridian Longbow and killed their standard bear. That was before they could draw any more hate or anything, and I just started, blowing up their board. So at this point, I have Priest of Titania, and I just start longbowing away their entire field. I put on Nettle Sentinels, so that way I can just start casting out my board and casting out my hand and just going in. That way, it wipes their entire field, and I have these guys face down. So even if they had a Prismatic Strands up for me, I could still just get in there for the damage, and Timberwatch helps them, and they're dead. So that is it. I'm also very close to the clock too. Obviously, I say the clock is a big thing here. Obviously, that goes for you as well as an Elves player, because you're going deep. You have a lot of actions yourself. And this was me playing as someone who knows what they're doing. Again, I know how to stack the triggers. I know how to auto-yield really well. And I do it very carefully to the best of my ability. But, if you had someone who's a little newer with the deck, then going to time may be a very real thing. Also, when I'm playing this deck, I try and do it at my actual desktop computer versus, say, my family's laptop, as that laptop is not as well suited to playing a deck like this, and will have a lot of lag and slowdown, which affects your clock. So that is the end of the Swiss, and it's 6-0 undefeated and taking it in top 8. And again, I'm just really psyched just to be in top 8. I'm over the moon. Anything from here on out, honestly, is just gravy. It really is. Just being in top 8 is more than enough for me. And the fact that it ended up going even further than that, oh man, it just made my day so much. So, I hope you guys check out the remaining couple videos from the top 8, and thank you for tuning in.